Welcome back, everyone. We are now on game three. Big Dingoes versus Island in the Sun, lower bracket finals. Winner moves on to the grand finals. Loser goes home. This is the game. This game determines what happens. Both teams showed insane wanting it, desire. Desire is the word I'm looking for. Both teams showed insane desire for this game. For both the first and the second game. And we have begun the picks and the bans.
5 seconds.
And of course, Island in the Sun still don't ever want to see 2K play that axe again. They are banning it out. They shouldn't have let it through the first game, and they know it.
We're 10 seconds out.
Dingo's banned the Earth Spirit. I believe there is an Earth Spirit spammer on the Island in the Sun, and I think it's actually Gremlin, who is just insane on Earth Spirit, and they don't want to see that. The Island is banned out the Underlord.
10 seconds left. Well, 8 now. 5 seconds. All right, Dyer gets to ban. 10 seconds, just long enough to regret every choice you've made if you hurry. 5 seconds. Radiant gets the ban. Radiant knows just who to pick here, I'll bet. First-rate hero selection. Dyer's turn to pick.
All right, first pick's coming out. And we have Jakiro again for Island in the Sun. That worked wonders for him in game 2.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Radiant's up. Banning time.
Undying has seeped through, and the Big Dingoes have picked up the Undying.
Radiant gets the ban.
And then the Island in the Sun bans the Snapfire. Wonder if they meant to pick that. The classic Undying counter pick. A little shredder to little shred that tombstone on
10
down.
seconds. Just long enough to regret every choice you've made if you hurry. 5 seconds.
Man, I don't know how professional casters keep up this energy through a 3-game series. God, imagine a 5-game series.
Ten seconds. All right, Dyer's turn.
Dingoes did not want to see an Ember or a Medusa, as that Ember just absolutely ate through the Dingoes last game. And it looks like Island in the Sun is doing a respect ban on the Rubik. They don't want Sosif playing that.
5 seconds.
Back to the picks. What will the dingoes pick? Then what will
Radiant
Island
knows
respond
just who to
with?
pick here on that.
Spirit Breaker for the Big Dingoes. He was a menace last patch. I don't know how much he's changed since 7.3.4. And this time, I remembered to leave up the patch notes. I did not leave up, however, the win-loss percentage changes. They're probably, excuse me, bit of a yawn. It's a bit late here. I did not leave up the win percentage changes. I don't know if Spirit Breaker lost a lot. They lowered his charge speed down a little for the earlier levels, but at the max level, he still runs the same. Oracle picked up for Island in the Sun. That's going to be challenging to play around. If they don't pick off the Oracle in the early fights, he's just going to keep everyone alive permanently.
Turn to pick.
And that debuff is absolutely debuff. What the fuck am I looking for? Purge. The Purge from Oracle is also absolutely silly. Timbersaw picked up as well. Just a big old tanky boy who's hard to kill, and he's going to zoom around all the fights.
5 seconds. Dyer's choice. Let's give him a second.
Monkey King picked up for the Dingoes, and they picked it up early in the draft. That's definitely a 2K special. That's going to let him be extremely mobile for farming and then come back into the fights quickly and be very disruptive.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. Radiant knows just who to pick here.
Dingoes are playing Razor. This is a 3-time Razor. All 3 games have seen Razor on the side of the Dingoes. I imagine Void Hunter will also be playing Razor again.
Ten seconds left. Well, 8 now.
I really need to add Oracle to my repertoire of characters I play. He's so good. The excitement is mounting. Everyone's on the edge of their seats for Island in the Sun's next pick. What will they answer the Monkey King with?
Radiant's up. Banning time.
Lena. That's actually not too bad. Her Sunstrike does destroy trees. Actually, Timbersaw, it didn't even occur to me. That was a huge pick against the Monkey King. Was the Timbersaw picked before the Monkey King? Let's see. Orange Kiro, Undying, Spirit Breaker, Oracle, Timbersaw. They picked the Monkey King into the Timbersaw, so that's gonna be rough. Let's hope Storm can work around those the saw blades cutting down all his trees.
Dyer gets the ban.
It didn't even occur to me about tree cutting, and you know, the hero that is literally designed to cut all the trees in the game down. I remember when Tinker was a real menace, you'd get a Timber on your team and he would start at the bottom of the jungle with his
With
saw
10
blades,
seconds out,
TP back
plenty
to
of time
Fountain,
tell an announcer
and
you
let the
love
blades
'em
come
if
all
that's
the
what's
way
in your
back,
heart.
destroying the entire
Starting in 5
forest
seconds,
on the
go to
outside of
11.
the lanes so that Tinker couldn't
Red
hide
Wire gets the
anymore.
ban.
Or at least make it significantly more difficult for him to hide. You got a lot of Tinkers who play off muscle memory, and they just blink off into those trees and you can't find them. Actually, I haven't seen Tinker in a while. I don't know if he's still a meta hero anymore. It's kind of nice
10
not
seconds
seeing
out.
him.
Plenty of time to tell an announcer you love him if that's what's in your heart. 5 seconds.
Dingoes have banned the Phantom Assassin. They don't want to deal with that nightmare again.
Banning time.
He also banned out the Morphling. So I believe that is a Gambros special.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Radiant's turn to pick.
And the Tidehunter was banned. It didn't seem to be super effective for the Dingoes last game, but they're still banning it out as they know that Ravage can turn an entire fight. A fight that's gone badly, it can absolutely change things.
10 seconds, just long enough to regret every
And it looks like they're not going to have a break this time, so they can't drop him that easily. And Ricky has been picked up. Ricky, I know this patch, they didn't really change much on him, but he is back in the meta, and his win rate shot up, I think, like 6%, 24 hours after the patch dropped. So he's going to be a menace. Dingoes aren't really running super squishy supports in the back right now for Ricky to be a huge problem for, which is typically what makes the Ricky so dangerous, is you typically have your Crystal Maidens, your Silencers sitting in the back line, and Ricky will just boop, pop up, dead supports, and it makes your team fight go to crap. Dingoes have 23 seconds to respond to this pick, and they are going Slardar. Classic Ricky counter. You get the Storm onto him, or whatever the hell his ult is called, and you can just follow Ricky wherever he goes. Of course, with Diffusal Blade upgrade now, the oh hell, what's the new Diffusal Blade called that purges yourself? Because you used to be able to purge yourself with Diffusal Blade, but it had charges, and now that is no longer an issue. But here we are. Here is your roster for Game 3. Lower bracket finals for the AD2L Challenger League. Winner take all. Loser goes home. The winner of this game will be going up against the Savage Sabres on, I think, next week for the grand finals, and I believe that is a best of 5 to see who will be the Challenger champions for Season 38. Any day now the game will load. I feel like Valve needs to add something more visually appealing to this screen in between the character select and the game loading, because not a lot's happening right here. And frankly, it's boring. Looking at the characters all have breathing disabilities, and that's why they're moving so much. Undying doesn't even have to breathe. He's technically dead. Slardar is a fish. Why is he breathing on land? These are all the questions we should be asking. Timber's insane, so I expect him to be moving like that. Look at Ricky. Who breathes like that? I don't breathe like that. Monkey King's dancing. Razor is a tornado wearing armor. And Spirit Breaker looks like he's incapable of breathing through his nose anyway, so that one makes sense. I am trying to fill the time before things start, because that is what a good caster does, and I am not a good caster in any other regard. Any day now. Did my game freeze? Oh, yeah. Nope, they're blaming me. Do you get bored of Razor? Well, I'm not sure what's happening. It appears the game is bugged. I imagine they're gonna have to. They might have to remake the lobby with all the same picks. Ah, I see. The Jakiro disconnected. Noob is having a bit of some issues. I'm guessing someone paused. Gremlin has said something in ancient runic. I have no idea what he's saying. That explains why all the animations froze. Like, look at the particles. They all stopped moving. Yeah, I didn't even hear it get paused. Okay. Now we are moving on to game 3, I think. It is finally loaded.
Oh, thank God they're gone.
Oh, did someone disconnect again?
Hold on, someone.
Oh, everyone disconnected. Oh, dear. No. Oh, now it seems like the game is loading in. Not really sure what's going on here.
Whoop, they're back. All right, everyone, stop talking about them.
We have bunch down on the Dingoes and 2 down on the Island of the Suns. Apparently the latest patch is a little bugged. Bad timing for an update like this. But it looks like the teams are doing okay. They're getting everything set back up. Buying items in the strategic time menu was causing crashing. Oh yeah, a lot of cosmetics just did not load due to all that disconnecting and crashing. Looking at both sides here. Why is my camera so jumpy? There we go. All right. Just waiting on Noob to reconnect so we can get game 3 underway. Spirit Breaker's jaw is eager. Look at it twitching there. I don't want to introduce everyone until the game starts up in case we have to remake the lobby. Noob has reconnected. I think we have a game 3. And so it begins. Everything appears good to go. We'll find out if there's any more crashing. Valve is a small indie company. So they have limited resources. They definitely don't make millions in revenue every year. All right, let's introduce the teams. Everyone on the Island in the Sun has smoked up to run through. we have Jakiro being played by none other than Tanoob. Timbersaw being played by Blanket Man. Gremlin is running Oracle. Gambro is on the Ricky, and Lena is being run by Chimp. On the side of the Dingoes, Undying is being ran by Achilles Last, his signature hero. 2K, Storm is rocking the Monkey King. Void Hunter on the Razor. Slardar is 2K, as he likes to be nice and tanky. And Sosif Jalen, last but definitely least, on the Spirit Breaker. Game 3, lower bracket finals, winner takes all. We did get confirmation just now from Ritu in the chat that the latest patch does have a bug when buying items during strategy time. We will probably have another patch before the end of this game because Valve likes to fix things. All right, game 3 starts up. Let's go ahead and get the last hits and denies pulled up. Chimp versus Void Hunter. Storm versus Blanket Man. The classic lineups in the bottom lane. We have Gambro versus 2K. The supports don't get mentioned because we're not anybody's favorites ever. I say that lovingly as a support main. First blood has not been taken.
I take what I please.
And it is off. Oracle's taking some damage. Achilles is just chasing him down. Typical stuff. And they're just going to walk away from each other. But Achilles is going to get rooted in the camp. Let's see what Valve says about the draft. According to Valve, BigDingos, again, as like last game, won the draft by just some milk, according to Valve. But of course, that doesn't really mean much, given, you know, that's just a bunch of AI data that they pull from millions and millions of matches that happen every day. Alright. Looks like a little something's happening mid. Razor has linked up the Lena, took some of her damage away, and gave her some whacks of his whip. But besides dropping her HP down and making her last hitting hell for another few seconds. And I missed first blood. Oh my gosh, guys. I am the worst. Oh, that would have been bottom, not top. I don't know why I went top. Tanoob picked up first blood on 2K. Probably because Jakiro is such a strong laner. Yeah. Dual Breath and Liquid Fire is just a whole lot. And the Ricky, yeah, I can see the Ricky definitely uses slow to help keep him in that. My apologies for missing that one, guys. I'm still new to this. Hero picked up the Lotus. Storm's getting awfully low top lane. Blood Grenade's been out. Blanket Man's thing did not connect, but the Tombstone is down. But it's... you know, he's already got levels in reactive armor. He doesn't care if you want to right-click him. But Achilles Last is going to sap all that strength away and give Oracle a nice little backhand as a... how dare you kill my one? But I believe Oracle would gladly die every day to assure... and I missed another one bottom. Man, this is just a slugfest already. 3-1 in favor of Island in the Sun. I wonder if the IITS guys listen to a lot of Weezer. Alright, let's keep an eye on these health bars. Maybe I'll actually catch something happening. Mid lane is just going pretty favorably. Actually, it's not going favorably at all. That is a pretty big last hit difference between Lina and Razor. It's almost an entire wave difference. Lina, I believe, is probably... nope, the levels are actually in favor of the Razor, even though Lina definitely has more last hits. Well, those 5 denies must have been mostly ranged creep. And she's pecking them away. I remember the patch where Lina was an absolute menace. Now we got stuff happening top. Achilles last getting dropped a little low. I don't know which lane to watch. They're all so exciting. Probably not mid, though. Gremlin's about to lock Storm down for a little bit. He tried to dodge it. Didn't quite get it in time.
Times are hard for you.
Achilles has pulled the creep to get the wave underneath Storm's tower, which is a bit more favorable against the melee destroying Timbersaw. And that is Achilles last. There looked like there was a TP. Who was that? It was so fast I didn't even catch it. Yeah, I believe Razor was going to attempt to TP to that top lane and try to save Achilles last, but I don't know if it was a misclick or if he just decided, up, last second, we're not going to do it. And Storm's getting low, but he's got his Jangu mastery going off, so he's healing up big with those hits. I'm going to go ahead and use Boundless Strike, get him some farm there. Take a look bottom lane. Wave is sitting underneath the Dire Tower, nice and comfortably for BigDingos, farming up without any real big hitch. Storm Spirit is heading bot to help secure the shield rune, and Sosajalan's actually going to pick up the shield rune. Get a little bash in. Lina does have Laguna Blade. That could be very deadly to whoever is on the receiving end of it. And they recently changed her Laguna Blade too. Let's go ahead and take a look at that change. Looks like now supercharges Lina, granting her 10 fiery souls for 5 seconds. That's actually pretty big. Let's see what's happening top. Looks like they're chasing down the Oracle. One more smack, and there it is. Boundless Strike. One more hit, and that'll secure the kill for Storm. Lina is diving behind the tier 1 right now. She wanted to Laguna Blade that Razor and give him a nice little shock. But we also have bottom lane is going behind the tier 1 tower. For the side of Island in the Sun, 2K is going to stun up Ricky. Sosajalan hoping for the bash. Ricky gets another strike down. And that is 2K down in favor of Island in the Sun. Tanoob is making this lane really difficult for Slardar. He's sitting at 3-0, 7 minutes in. That's wonderful if you're a 5. You're oh, and Andy looks like he is going to be stealing the Dire Wisdom Rune. And there we go. Blanket Man picked up Achilles, who I think stole the Radiant Wisdom Rune. So, you know, 1-for-1 Wisdom Rune trade there, but Dingoes had to give up their 5 slot for that. Lina is picking up. So I'm not going to watch her career. Lina is itching. Chimp is itching to use this Laguna Blade. He wants that kill. He wants those fiery soul stacks. 10 stacks, I believe. And does that go against the maximum, or does it set it to the maximum? Something we should probably test. But we'll probably see it this game, so we'll figure it out. 2K just farming up. Once he gets level 6, this lane will be quite a bit more difficult for the Ricky. Razor is now rotating bottom. Try to give them a little bit more here. They do not have any wards spotted out. So the noob is dropping awfully low. It's 3 against this one slot 5. They looked for the Ricky, but it looks like he got out. But they will pick up a slot 5 Jakiro. That was on a triple kill, mind you, so he gave away quite a bit of gold there to the Dingoes. That's kind of the danger when your 5 is picking up all the runes. On top lane, you got Lina laying into the tower, and they did pick up Storm during that whole thing. Blanket Man has found Achilles last. Achilles last dropped the Tombstone, but it's just going to be picked up. Last hit going in the way of Gremlin.
Dire's top tower is in some trouble.
Bottom lane, we do have both Sosif and 2K, and they went ahead and finished off that tier 1, but I believe Island in the Sun are also going to go ahead and pick up the tier 1 and the Dire safe lane as well. 2K's TP'd in. They have a charge on the Lina. Stun is out, stunning 2. Laguna Blade onto 2K, and it does confirmed Lina's max stacks. Lina will get picked up with a vision given by the Spirit Breaker. Ooh, Blanket Man didn't quite get away. His Timber Chain did not attach, and that would be picked up as a double kill for the Dingoes. And I was just confirmed by Re2 that IITS is named after the Weezer song, and that is why it's been stuck in my head since I've begun casting this. Thank you, Re2, for letting me know that.
Thank you so much.
All right, this has already been a jam-packed match. Got Tanoob grabbing a triple stack for the Radiant Jungle. I don't want to say it's for IITS yet because we know if anyone scouts out that stack, they're just going to take it for themselves. All right, Ricky is chasing down Achilles. Achilles doesn't really have much to help him here, but they do have a charge out on the Ricky. That'll give him vision just long enough. Let's see, is Slardar going to get the vision off? I don't know if he can be targeted during this. No one's carrying vision. And Ricky will just walk away invisible. Mid lane, we have Tanoob and Chimp rotating. They want to try to peck this monkey down. Ice Path will miss, he'll just walk away. Got a ping happening bottom. They know the Ricky's pinging out that he is being chased, so he's gonna saunter on mid and probably help try to take this Monkey King down. Achilles last, sitting in double backstab range. He will he healed himself up, and the backstabs bound the strike down, macro pyre down, and that will pick off the Monkey King. Gambro has been dusted. They can see him now. All eyes on him. He has the what is the hell's name of that skill? Corrosive Haze onto Ricky. They see him. They're whacking him. There it is. The bash will finish him off. Razor went ahead and linked up Lina and finged her up. That is a 2 for 2 in favor of BigDingos in this situation, at least via the gold-wise. You have Razor and Spirit Breaker. 12% bash, 17% bash. Won't go through. And Oracle will TP out just fine. So much is happening. This is absolutely what everyone wanted to see. It was a game 3 between these two powerhouses of teams. If we ever get a lull in the action, we will go ahead and look at items, but it looks like there's about to be another brawl mid. 2K does not want to stop. 2K wants to kill. He looks like a shark, and he smells blood in the water. Void Hunter just farming up a little bit mid. Both teams posturing threes in the middle. Sorry, not threes, but 3 people. Actually, Island in the Sun is moving Ricky nearby.
Oh, you're hot.
Maybe in hopes that he can pick up a kill. Ricky does not farm fast. Ricky farms heroes. So Ricky is always going to want to be fighting. Of course, he does not have his Diffusal Blade yet, which is a major item for Ricky. Especially if he can turn the Diffusal Blade into... What is it called when you upgrade the Diffusal Blade? Let's take a look here. Oh, hell, where is it? Oh, and it looks like the fight's breaking out. And they were able to blow Blanket Man right up. That was the whole team. Razor has fallen in the back. Sosif Jolan has fallen in the back. The Macro Pyre just doing work. Ricky has been dusted. They do see him. He gets a Corrosive Haze on him. Monkey King takes a little whack at the Oracle. Monkey King is down. Monkey King stunned. Whack. Ricky blinks to his team behind him. They still have the Corrosive Haze. And it looks like Ricky's going to walk away. That was 3 for 2. The slot 2 and the slot 3 down for Island in the Sun, and the 4, 2, and 1 down. I don't know. Did Monkey King die there? I'm sorry. 3, 2, and 5 down for the Dingoes. And they are still fighting over mid. It looks like Ricky is hunting the Slardar. They see his courier. They know he's here. Oh, and he's even broken. Got the Midas out. He went in and got his Midas off. Oh, but the ward revealed the Ricky. They do see him. However, Ricky did get last false promise onto him. Spirit Breaker's going to charge in, do some stunning. Ricky's low. But so is Slardar. If Slardar gets seen, he's going to get blinked on, and that'll be it for him. 2K's going to try to get the stun off, and it wasn't enough. They will take down the Ricky, but he did manage to hunt the Slardar down. Oracle's going to try to TP out again. Will he get the bash? No bash. Oracle's going to... Oh, Oracle's just going to get right-clicked and killed. Never mind. He will not TP out. And it looks like Lena's just going to go ahead and finish off this Tier 1 mid tower in favor of Island in the Sun by Weezer. Trademarked. Copyrighted. Soul contract. Alright, it looks like we have a moment here, so let's take a look at the items we have. Jakiro skipping the Aether Lens this game, probably because he doesn't really need the mobility, especially with all these fights. Everyone's up in each other's faces. He doesn't really need the spellcasting range. He's going straight into the Yules, you know, to save himself, to lock down other people. Blanket Man is rushing the Greaves. He does already have his Kaya, and his mana boots, so, you know, he's already a threat. He's got quite a bit of mana regen. The Greaves will just help that a little bit more. Oracle. Oh, I think Lena is being charged. Yep, Lena is being charged right now. She does have Boots of Travel, but, you know, you're against a Spirit Breaker. So Spirit Breaker is the Boots of Travel. He is the delivery system for the Boots of Travel. But it looks like he's going to cancel it. Lena is sitting on an Arcane Rune, though. And while we're looking at Lena, take a look at her item. She does have the Boots of Travel, Aether Lens, and she is working on her Shard. Uh-oh. And they decide to charge her anyway. Charge is connected. Stun locked. The Ricky's going to try to help, but I don't think... Oh, hang on. They might turn this. Tombstone down. They do take the Spirit Breaker, but they do get the Lena in return. Ricky is showing up. Macropyre down on top of the Slardar. That will clean up the Slardar, but Gremlin will actually take the kill on the Slardar. What is that spell called? Fate's Edict. And, you know, they're going to go ahead and purge Ricky up of the Corrosive Haze, and yeah, that definitely, they got the Lena, but that definitely went in the favor of Island in the Sun, especially because the Ricky's, I don't know, did they change his ult? They did not. Ricky does get bonus experience just for even being near the kills while invisible, and those levels are going to be a big difference here. And Ricky, of course, is going straight into Disperser, so he can purge himself. The Ricky's scouting out. They found Razor in the back. He's low. They are charging the Ricky, but he was Tricks of the Traded up, and the stun didn't go through. This ain't looking too good for Dingoes right now. Top lane, Monkey King is chasing down the Lena. He did get the Jingu Mastery off, couple more hits, and Storm cleaned up Chimp. The Monkey has killed the Chimp. But bottom tier 1 has dropped for that kill. I would say it's worth it. I forgot to change this over to net worth. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Net worth-wise, we're looking at Monkey King 2,000 over. The next highest on Island in the Sun. That's scary. Monkey King is scary later. But, you know, so is Ricky. I don't know who wins that matchup, actually. Especially once he gets that Disperser and can dispel himself. Let's go ahead and take a look at the items. Oracle. Working on Lotus Orb. That'll actually be huge. Tons of Dispel coming out from the Island in the Sun, guys. I think the only thing that can really dispel is Corrosive Haze. I don't think anything else is dispellable. Oh, the stuns. Let's take a look. Boundless Strike is dispellable. But nothing else dispellable there. I know Razor stuff. Razor stuff works through Yules, even. So that's not there. So they're putting a lot of dispel, so they can keep that Corrosive Haze off of their team, is all they're shooting for with all these dispels. But it also, you know, I think the Disperser, they changed it recently to... Yeah, affects all units around the target, and that bonus movement speed is insane. It's a huge deal. It makes Ricky just a powerhouse. Let's go take a look at Lena. She's working on her Ags. Did they change her Ags? No, it gives her Flame Cloak. She's going full magic lockdown. She already does have her Aghanim Shard, which gives her a lot of bonus damage for her Fiery Soul. Oh, ability bonus damage. I'm sorry. Or each Fiery Soul. Yeah, so each ability is hitting like a truck right now. Lena is pretty spooky. Island in the Sun got 3 smoked up, but I believe the Dingoes are going to see all this magic come out. Yeah, they're going to ping it out. They know they're here. Monkey King is just going to hide in the trees for a moment. Ooh! They actually froze him during the jump, but he will get out okay. Timber has finished up the Greaves. They found the Ricky. He's been stunned out. False Promise is going to drop onto the Ricky to keep him alive for now. The smoke is down. They are fighting in this Ricky smoke. That is just not the way to play. Monkey King is dropping the ult. He's got it onto 2 of the heroes, almost 3. That is down. The Kiro and the Oracle are down. That opens Island in the Sun up for more kills. The Oracle's not there to save them. Sosajalin's getting awfully low while getting chased down by this Timber Saw, but the rest of the Dingoes... Ricky picked off the Sosajalin, but the rest of the Dingoes are here to help, and Ricky doesn't have the Disperser yet, so he is seen, he is locked down, tried to get to the low ground, was unsuccessful, and Monkey King's going to clean up that kill. That is a 4-0 wipe. I believe Lena died there. Did she get out? No, Lena got out, so that was a 4-1 in favor of the Dingoes. Huge gold swing towards Monkey King, and Monkey King his net worth is starting to get a little out of control. I will say them. Oh, here we go. Something else is happening, and yep, they found Lena. So that is a 5-1. That fight just kept on giving, and the Dingoes aren't done. They're still hungry. They found the 2 supports sitting alone in the mid lane without their cores. No one to save them. Tombstone goes down. Oracle's dropped. Void Hunter is just killing the dragon. I think he's technically a knight now because he has slain a dragon. I don't know how that works. I don't follow medieval lore. And that is going to be a tier 1 tower. They use the glyph for this tier 1, and that is not going to refresh after the tier 1, so they will not have a glyph for quite a while. Monkey King is almost finished with that harpoon. That'll make him battle ready. I didn't look at the items for the Dingoes because stuff just keeps happening. This game just keeps staying exciting. Undying, 4 staff, mana boots, typical support items. I don't know what he's going to... Oh, sorry, a bit of lag there. Don't know what he's going to do next. Monkey King, we just talked about. He's got the harpoon on the way. Take a look at Razor. He's got the Boots of Travels to help compete with this Lena and just be a global presence because that Spirit Breaker is global. They will have a... Oh, sorry, I thought he was going on somewhere. Spirit Breaker is global. He will always be there. He's now carrying dust as he should be. I saw the first time you charged Ricky with no dust. I'm not going to let you forget that. The Dingoes are going to head into the Roche pit. Timber is nearby. I don't know if Island in the Sun can contest this. I don't even know if they're going to try. They do see Timber Saw, but they're going to ignore him for now, and the supports are going to stay outside the pit to break any smokes that may come their way. Roche is dropping pretty quick. Imagine they're going to put the Aegis on the Monkey King. They may put it on the Razor, though, since he's just a... I mean, Monkey King's just not dying. He's 5 and... Well, he's died 3 times. That's dying, I guess. Alright. So Sojalin is charging the wave. Just farm, just pushing the wave a little bit, but the Aegis has gone onto the Monkey King, and... Dingoes have smoked. Monkey King caught just the tail end of that. He does also have his Aghanim's. I don't know when he picked that up, but he did. This is going to be a very dead dragon. Yep. Quick and easy work. Alright, let's look at items again, because things have happened. Things are moving. Midas on the Slardar. They're smoked up once more. I do like this smoke change. It was always irritating to smoke and then that one person be just slightly out of the range. And then it's like, well, now I have to pop it again. Spirit Breaker charging down, and they have found Lena. She was hiding in the trees. She's the illusion rune to try to get away. The rest of the Dingoes are showing up, and he will be spotted out with the Plasma Field. I don't know the names of spells. I just know how they work. Oh, and the charge was back up. She tried to TP out, and it just didn't get away. But she has Boots of Travel. She'll be back, and she'll be flinging spells. This game absolutely just swung back in the favor of the Dingoes. I mean, just look at this graph. They were... Island in the Sun was quite a bit ahead, and then just instantly, with one team fight, swung all the way back the other direction. Sosajalin just he's a little bit of a masochist, and he enjoys being hit by a tower for no reason. He's now charging up, I believe. Yep, top to clean up. They do ping out the Ricky. How do they have vision of the Ricky? Or did the Ricky get pinged out, or did they ping out? Who pinged? Someone pinged. Ponged. Anyway, Sosajalin's going to charge that top lane. Hit some creep. Take a look-see, you know. Island in the Sun do see the Sosa Jolin, and they know he is not, at least away from the team. And Island and Dingoes don't know where Island in the Sun is right now. They don't have vision of them. Let's see up there. You can't dispel that, can you? Yeah. So they are all posturing up on Sosif Jolin while Dingoes are taking this tier 2 bottom. Sosif is circling out on the map where Island in the Sun is, and Dingoes are now TPing back to respawn. They don't want to lose this tier 2 for free. Monkey King has found the Jakiro in the back. Jakiro's going to Yules him up. He's going to hit him with the cross path, and he's still going to drop to the Spirit Breaker Monkey King combo. Monkey King is now hunting. They don't have vision of Ricky, though. They found Oracle. Oracle blinked, and then blinked his last bloke for this life. $2K pushing up mid lane. The rest of Dingoes pushing top lane. They still got a tier 1, and they don't like that. Ricky farming up the Ancients nearby. If he gets spotted, I don't think he's going to have much breathing room. So he's going to back off. He knows all the Dingoes are there, and Monkey King still has this Aegis for 1:42. They have no reason to let this pressure down. They're going to keep it going. Right now, the Dingoes are channeling that first series of this tournament. They remember how they were wronged by being outplayed by Island in the Sun in the first series. And they're going to go ahead and pick up Island in the Sun Storm. And it didn't last long either. Just the amount of damage Dingoes are putting out right now is insane. Island in the Sun's going to rotate some people towards this tier 2. Maybe they can protect it. I think they're going to try. They got Lina TPing back home. I don't know if Spirit Breaker's charging her or the lane. Ice Path down to try to protect this tower. So they're going to TP out. They're going to respect Island in the Sun's thing. I don't think they have vision of them either. Oh, hang on, what's happening? Ricky found the Slardar and decided to give him a hug. 2K still has the Aegis here. He accidentally clicked on the thing. Achilles is going to drop the Tombstone to try to save Storm. Achilles smacking up on the Lina. Oh, Lina's got her Ags now, so she's just flying around and she's laying in the damage. Razor's leans up. Monkey King has picked up the Dragon. Sosif Jolin ulting onto the Ricky. Lina just pecking in. That age is about to expire. 15 seconds. You need to die now if you're going to die, Monkey King. Sosif Jolin charging out. I think he's just trying to get away. Dingoes are trying to disengage. That Aegis is about to expire, and they don't want to risk losing Monkey with no Aegis. So he is gone. He's mid lane. Sosif Jolin is running away. Spirit Breaker's a speedy boy, and he has charge available if he needs to. But Ricky is nearby. Ricky chose to farm the lane, and Spirit Breaker's charging out. That fight definitely went in the favor of Island in the Sun. That was a 2-for-1, and the 2 that they took was the slot 2 and the slot 5 for the slot 5. So I definitely believe that was 100% in favor of Island in the Sun. And if we take a look at the net worth graphs again, you have Monkey King taking the lead. 4,000 gold over the next highest for Island in the Sun. But you know what? Island in the Sun hold the 2nd, 4th, and 5th slots. The Dingoes are starting to fall behind a little bit besides the Monkey King. So if they can drop the Monkey King, the Dingoes just don't have much left. All of Island in the Sun is posturing on this tier 2 tower. They want it. Dingoes don't have the Aegis anymore. Monkey King there. I think we're about to have a great fight here. See what we got. Try to zoom out and catch everything this time because so much is happening in these fights. The calm before the storm. Macro Pyre is down to kill the creep wave. 2K first to blink in. Corrosive Haze onto the Jakiro. Jakiro gets Ice Path down. You have Void Hunter going in. Ricky has been spotted. There is wards on the high ground there. They know Ricky. Oh, they don't have vision. Yeah, they have vision of him. Ricky is dusted. Monkey King slamming in the Oracle. He knows he needs to drop this Oracle so he can't save his teammates. And Oracle is down. Ricky's being charged out. They do have vision of him. Ricky is dead due to Spirit Breaker, and Monkey King is going to clean up the Lina. And Timbersaw was able to TP out during that whole debacle. That was bleak for our Island in the Sun boys. They're definitely feeling the pressure right now. Storm has gotten a bit out of control. This game, he didn't just sit around hitting creep. He was hitting people. He is sitting at 10-3. This Monkey King... Oh, so is Razor, though. But, you know, Razor doesn't seem to be making his... Maybe it's just because Monkey King's a little flashier of a hero. They both do have the Arcanas, but due to that weird disconnection glitch early, we can't see the Arcanas. And like I said before, the more Arcanas you have, the better your team is. Just because, you know, you're supposed to give more money to Valve. Because, you know, that's how things work, I guess. Alright. The Dingoes are now trying to suffocate the farm for Island in the Sun. They're cutting the map off. They're pushing in all the lanes. And with Spirit Breaker, he'll be able to keep that push forward. We do have a Scotty now on the Monkey King. He is about to build the Basher and work on 6 slot. He'll probably replace that Orb of Corrosion before he does anything else. Island in the Sun do not want to let this tier 2 tower drop. Ricky's rotating in. The whole team's rotating in. They know where the Dingoes are. They know the Dingoes are in their jungle. They know this triangle is safe. They're hoping there might be a straggler in the triangle that they could pick off. They're just trying to clean up their stuff, get their vision back, and recover a little bit. Well, we have this bit of a lull. Let's take a look at items. The hero still has his Aeon Disc in his Yules. Timber Saw working on another Lotus Orb. I'm not really sure why we're building Lotus Orbs. There's only 1 or 2 targeted spells on the Dingoes, and I guess Corrosive Haze and getting that dispelled is just absolutely the most important thing for them here. Or just getting as many protections as they can on this Ricky to keep him alive in fights. His net worth has dropped quite a bit in the scheme of all the other heroes. Oracle, Force Staff, and is that just casual plate mail, I guess? He might have been working on a Lotus as well and then just decided, you know what, we have the plate mail, I'm not going to build a Lotus, I need to build something else. You go ahead and build the Lotus, Timber. Ricky has his Disperser and Aghanims. I don't remember what Aghanims does. That's Tricks of the Trade. That's where you can go inside of another hero. You don't see it very often, especially in Ricky pubs, but it looks like, you know, Island and Sun found some farm up in the dire jungle. But they know their tower is being pushed from tier 2 mid, so they needed to head back. Lena, Ags, Shard, Boots of Travel, Aeon Disc, and she's about to finish up this BKB. BKBs, I think, are absolutely critical for Island in the Sun here. I don't know why they're building all this Dispel. I could just be bad at the game and not, you know, giving good advice here. Oh, hang on. They're searching. They know the Dingoes are up there. Tombstone is down to try to zone them back off this high ground here. I'm just kind of poking at the tower. They don't,
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
They're still being suffocated off. Sosif Jolin is teching for Roche. Roche won't be back up for another 26 seconds. Alright, let's look at some of the Dingo items. You have Greaves nearly finished up on... So we got a fight going. They managed to get the jump down on the Monkey King, and the rest of the Dingoes aren't here yet. Sosif Jolin's charging in. Monkey King's getting really low, and he's going to keep trying to hit. He's going to try to get Jinga Mastery, but before he can get it off, they were able to pick him off. That is a huge amount of gold going to Blanket Man, and 1,000 gold each. Sorry, 1,000 gold, 2,000 gold split among 5 heroes. Absolutely massive. Now they have all turned their attention to the Razor. Lena just laying into him in the back, and Blanket Man's going to finish it up with the Timber Saw. Achilles last is being chased down by the Ricky. Ricky the Assassin will take him down, and then the 2K is going to drop to the Grimlow on the low ground, or on the high ground up by the Radiant Triangle. Sosif Jolin, being the tanky, speedy boy, is just going to kind of walk away here. Absolutely tragic. That was a huge swing in gold in favor of Island in the Sun. That was about nearly 7,000 gold, favorably switching over to Island in the Sun. They are not out of this fight yet. If they can catch the Monkey King and lock him down long enough, they still have this. They're hitting on the tier 2. It's going to get glyphed up. And Oracle does have his Shard now, which is huge. That just area heal is insane. However, their towers are pushing in. That's a huge wave to be farm top. Ricky's going to go ahead and pick that up. Joseph Jolin's going to go try to clean up their mid tower. This is still anyone's game. Anyone can be moving on to the grand finals.
Death's
Radiant
bounty.
scanning around for enemies. With their odd-looking, bulging eyes. Ugh, I'm sorry, it's just creepy.
Roche has been pinged out. However, the Dire have scanned Roche. They know Island in the Sun is here. And Ricky is going to scout out the Slardar. Start getting some right clicks. Slardar is going to go ahead and get the Corrosive Haze down on the Ricky. They do have vision of the Ricky. They're fighting in the smoke. Tombstone is down. Slardar has been deleted with Laguna Blade, which gives Lena all the stacks of Fiery Soul. And now Dingoes have to fight downhill into Macropyre if they want to continue to fight this. They're just going to sit back, let Macropyre expire, and let the... What is this spell called from Oracle? The new Rain. Let Rain of Destiny expire, and now they're going to go back in. Now that everything is down, they're going to clean up. Oh, but they got the smoke down. I guess those Lotus Orbs are doing more work than I thought they would. However, oh, Monkey King. And Monkey King has dropped to the Ricky. Ricky's just doing too much damage now. And he's being saved. They're not taking out this Oracle to start the fights. The Oracle is keeping everyone alive, and that is just gonna make this much, much more difficult for the Dingoes. And every time they take these fights where the Oracle, they don't take the Oracle first and the Oracle survives, it's just that much more gold, that much more experience, that much more damage going over to Island in the Sun to where they won't need Oracle to save them. And they're going to go ahead and head up, take down our boy Roche to get the Aegis and cheese, my favorite lunch. And the Dingoes are just going to push the way back out. Clean up these wards. They scanned bottom. Roche is top. I believe that was an Aranis scan on the side of Dingoes. Who on this team? It looks like... Oh no, he just picked up tags. I'm pretty sure Ricky's going to take this.
This fire will never
Lena took the Aegis. I guess she is laying in the most damage right now. Just standing in the back, and if she does get jumped, then she'll be good. Island in the Sun is smoked up, and they're now pushing top lane. Looking through the jungle, they're hoping to find a Dingo off and farming. Monkey King is getting dangerously close. Did they see him jump into that thing? He's gonna slap it down the boundless strike, and he's gonna blink off. The Dingoes are gonna respond and TP. They don't want to lose their high ground here. The Dingoes need to find the Oracle. Without the Oracle, Island in the Sun has a much, much harder time surviving. He is putting in so much work. Gremlin deserves every bit of praise he's going to get if this game goes in favor of Island in the Sun. For just keeping the Islanders alive.
Ooh, thanks.
They see Sosif Jalen. He charged down the bottom wave to push that lane out. They're starting to rotate on him. I don't know what happened there. I guess a creep died. Monkey King is now working on the BKB. He can't afford to be silenced in these smokes or get controlled up by the rest of the Island in the Sun guys. That's going to be a huge item. He was able to stack the Ancients there. That farmed up rather quickly. Island in the Sun has officially gotten another Weezer song stuck in my head during all of this, so now I'm humming to myself. I think it's called Sweater. I can't remember the name of the songs. I'm not going to look it up right now. They found Monkey King's stack. And Lena is just laying into this tower well beyond the distance. Actually just... Oh, okay, she has the Grove Bow. I'm wondering, I was like, how is she hitting this tower from so far without Dragonlance? No, she has Grove Bow, so she's just going to take down towers. And it looks like Island in the Sun are going to be Dire Tormentor, which didn't have much of a life, but Dingoes are going to use this as an opportunity. They're low. They find the Oracle in the back. They can find the Oracle in the back. Oracle's been picked off. The Island in the Sun does not have their healer. They do not have their rain. They do not have their save. And the Dingoes know it. They are cleaning up. They get the Undying picked off, but they left Blanket Man to fend for himself. He's a hard target to kill, but, you know, without the rest of his team, the Dingoes will succeed, and that is a 4-for-1 trade in favor of the Dingoes. They absolutely have to get on top of that Oracle, and they did it this fight. It's exactly what they needed. They were able to lay their damage out, and it not just to get all healed back up. And that puts Storm that much closer to the BKB.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
Here we will charge with the Sosaf Jalen of the Boar clan. Sorry, Bull clan. Space Cow. And you found a happy little Wisdom Rune. Just hanging out on the Radiant side. Well, we have Udavola. Let's take a look at the items again. We have Jakiro picking up the Ghost Scepter, which should help him out against the Monkey King and the Jakiro, and actually all of the big dingoes. None of them are really magic damage, so that's a considerable advantage. That's going to help him survive a little bit better. I know it didn't help him that last fight, but he did try to use it, and it made him live for a bit longer. Timbersaw has the Lotus Orb, finished up Ags, so he's... I forgot Ags isn't 2 saws now, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a level 25 challenge. Zanz and Yasha. Oracle. Oracle needs to build some survivability. He needs to Aeon Disc. Ghost Scepter would help him out as well, like especially in that last fight where he was getting just destroyed. And Tanoob will pick up the Shard for this Tormentor kill. But yeah, he needs some kind of survivability. He does have Trickster Cloak, which is one of my favorite items to support because it's an instant invisibility. There's no fade like all other invisibility items. Ricky has finished up his and Octarine on the Ricky. Gives him a huge cooldown reduction. Does Octarine work differently now? Why does the Octarine have a cooldown? I'll ignore it. I don't know enough about Dota to argue that point. All right, let's go take a look at the Lina. Lina has her Ags, BKB, Aether, Travels, Silver Edge, and the Mindbreaker. The Mindbreaker's huge. Oh, hang on. They have spotted the Ricky. He walked under a ward. They got him flicked up. He's going to disperse her out, and he'll be just fine for now. Tombstone is down. This whole area is dangerous. On the low ground, they found 2K. Got him smoked up, and 2K will drop in the smoke and on the chakra. Storm found the Oracle, and the Oracle had the Rain of Fire, the Rain of Destiny down before anything else. 2K has dropped his ult. He's in the BKB. They're trying to burst this Oracle down so he can't save his team as well. But everyone, they're standing in the Monkey King ult, and then that's going to be... Are they going to get the Ricky's down? Ricky's dropped. Lina has dropped. Oracle is still barely alive, but Oracle has dropped. And while Oracle is fighting for his life, he was unable to save his team. And the Dingoes were able to pick him up. We have a buyback on the Lina, buyback on the Oracle. They're going to continue trying to fight this. They think they can get the Monkey King, or they think they can get a little bit more out of this, but I don't know if the buybacks were the choice there. They were able to save the Timbersaw. Ooh. Sosaf Jalen stopped his charge to say hello to Timbersaw, who then Timbersawed him down. And then the tip there to cause a little bit of tilt. Okay, he didn't cancel the charge. Creep died. At least he's a good sport about it. Alright, well, maybe that buyback was worth it. Now, Island in the Sun is wailing on tier 3s. Both Undying and Spiritbreaker have buybacks, though. Island in the Sun don't have as many buybacks. If they go for this high ground and fail, it is very bleak for them, as Ricky does not have buyback. How do I reorder this? Alright, so we don't have buyback on anyone but the Jakiro. So if they went high ground there and failed, it could spell the end of the game for them. Both teams are disengaging, except the Dingoes have smoked up and they are running down mid. they know they're stronger. They know if they can pick this Oracle off, they can keep the fight going and wipe them. They also know that Island in the Sun has no buyback right now. At least on... They know for fact on 2 heroes, but it could be... They don't know that it's all but 1 hero. Island and the Sun are trying to dodge fights. Alright, Achilles is ulted up. He's killing off some wards, removing the Islander's vision. That is a DD on Ricky. That is a lot of Ds for the Ricky to be D'ing out. Checking to see if there's vision. They're waiting to see the Oracle pop his mind out. It looks like Achilles is drawn on the map for the team to head south and start cutting this bottom wave. That or he's saying we need to stay in this column. I'm not sure. I can't read his mind. Take a look, see what everyone can see. Island in the Sun does not know where the dingoes are except for Spirit Breaker. And no one knows where anyone is, actually. So they don't know if they're on high ground or if they are currently where they are, which is in the top lane. Shakiro pushing out on his own right now. He does have a TP, so he can come back if he needs to. Spirit Breaker being Spirit Breaker, just being map global. He does have planar pockets, so he is pretty spooky right now. He just hit level 25, and he took the Bulldoze barrier. BKB's out on the Slardar and on the Monkey King. Let's see, did anyone else? Yep, and Razor. So 3 BKBs. BKBs for all. Island and the Sun is smoked up. They're going to break this high ground, and they're going to find Achilles. He's going to get Yulesed up, and he is going to die instantly. Tombstone on death is down. Oh no, they found the tree the Monkey King was hiding on. He's going to BKB, but he's going to die immediately to a Ricky backstab. No buyback on Monkey King. They've now found the Razor. They're chasing him down. I believe they will get him too. His BKB is about to wear out. And yep, and the root caught right as it fell. That's big. I believe this is going to be, well, I don't know if they can take these racks through backdoor, and they have no creep on high ground, even though they got the wipe. During that fight, the Dingoes decided, yep, we lost, and they sent Slardar bot, and they sent the Spearbreaker top, and the lane is just not pushed up. There is no creep. The creep are back here on their way. It'll buy the Dingoes a little bit of time of backdoor protection so they can defend their high ground here. Buyback available on the Razor. An Island in the Sun is heading for the tower. Timber is just setting everything ablaze. I believe the Dingoes are going to let this fall in favor of using the Razor buyback. Even if they bought back, I don't think they can protect those barracks, and it would just be a waste. And they're going to head for the bottom. Razor has bought back. The Monkey King will be back up in 17 seconds. They did get the Ice Path down onto the Slardar. And they're spelling up the Ricky to let him get away. Slardar is going to slither in.
Dyer's middle tower is taking one hell of a beating.
And that is a lane of racks in favor of Islanders on the mid lane. This game is still so close. Look at these swings in the graph. This is exactly what you want from a Game 3 in your finals. Let's see what we're looking at big spike wise. We have a Jim fixing to come out on the Jakiro. He's going to go ahead and turn that Ags into a... Oh, excuse me. Oh, Agadam's Blessing. The Timber Saw is working on a Assault Cuirass, just to give his team a little bit more oomph in the fights. The Oracle still hasn't really built any survivability. He's working on his Ags now.
Gold.
Should help him a little bit. I think he should build some kind of save, because killing this Oracle is the Dingo's primary goal. As the Dingoes take up the Aegis, so that should help a lot. The Monkey King dying too fast is definitely a problem. Let's take a look at Ricky. Ricky is finishing up. He has the... Oh, hell, what's it called? Not the Eagle Song, but the Eagle Song. Butterfly. He has the Butterfly if he buys that, but I think he knows his buyback will be put in jeopardy if he does buy it.
Things are looking dire.
Lena and the team, they're cleaning up that Tormentor. Bit of gold for everybody. Undying. Just, he's sitting on Greaves and the Force Staff and typical support items. He did pick up the Telescope for his team, so everyone has a little bit more range and spellcasting. Monkey King, TP back to base because they're expecting this second lane of racks to go. They're going to be using this Aegis defensively. He does have Ags now. I'm sorry, he's had Ags from the beginning. He has a Basher now, I'm sorry. So hopefully he can probably lock down more of what he's trying to do. The Razor is rocking the Assault Cuirass. So that should help his team quite a bit. They see the Lena. No, they don't see the Lena. They see the Spirit Breaker. He was able to get Bulldoze off, so he's only going to be slowed a little bit. Just a little bit of poking and prodding. The initiation in these fights is absolutely critical. How these fights get initiated have been determining how they go, and I think that's why this game is so close, because it's not which team is stronger, it's about which team kills the key target first. For the Dingoes, they need to kill that Oracle, so he is not saving them. What is Spirit Breaker first? Spirit Breaker's just charging something. He needs to kill the Oracle, so they can't save the rest of the team, and the Island and the Sun guys need to kill that Monkey King, so he's just not dishing out the damage. Monkey King or the Undying, who's also saving folks with his heal and his Tombstone. King jumping forward. He's going to spot. They found Chikiro. Are they going to be able to clean him up quick enough for his team to help him? Yep. That is one down. It's one of the key targets. The rest of them are too spread out. That Chikiro is just a little bit out of position there. $2K. You're in dangerous waters, buddy. They see you. Will you get out in time? Yeah, he'll be fine. He does have the Refresher Shard. I guess that makes sense. I don't think Monkey King can hold it. The only thing he can really refresh that'd be worth the damn is his ult. I think the Razor would probably be a better target for that Refresher Shard, so he can get 2 of his ults going at once. The question is, what items is he willing to put his Falcon Blade down? Island in the Sun respecting the Aegis. They don't want to take a fight into 2 Monkey Kings. Monkey King's pretty scary. He's just finished up that Abyssal Blade. He's got Abyssal Blade. He's got Scotty. Next up, he's probably going to be... Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm yawning a lot. Oh, it's getting late. Game is going on 53 minutes. And it's too close to call. No end in sight. But he'll probably be turning that into an Ag's Blessing here soon and picking up a 6th item. I'm not sure what he should get. Something to keep him alive long enough just to keep dishing out damage. And my camera decided to fall. Spirit Breaker. Pinging out Island in the Sun. They know where they're at. Dingoes know where... Or sorry, Island knows where Dingoes are, and Dingoes know where Islands are. Monkey King is scouting. They're going to try to burst down the Timber Saw. It's going to be a hard target to burst, especially with that Ags. But they got him to blow all of his stuff. So his reactive armor is on cooldown. And so is False Promise. Well, that's not really much of a cooldown. Damn, that really has a 30-second cooldown? Jesus. I've got to pay more attention to patch notes. Oh, Monkey King picked up a double damage. So it's not only a double damage, but it's a double monkey, and he has 19 seconds to die before that Aegis just expires. Both teams posturing here in the mid lane. Getting ready. And the Aegis has expired. Everyone heard the horn. Timber is cleaning up these trees. He doesn't want Monkey King to have any leg to stand on in their base. Or he's bored. Both are options. I like cutting trees down too, buddy. Oh, he has the
Dyer's top tower is really
Octarine. That explains it. Oh, does the Octarine have a cooldown so when you cast your spell, it makes it to where if you're casting a bunch of spells rapidly, they don't all have a cooldown reduction? That would actually make sense. I feel like it kills the fun of the item, though. Alright. Island in the Sun is smoked up while Lena's pushing the lane. They want to see if Dingoes will take this bait and try to pick off the Lena. And it looks like 2K is taking the bait. He does see a camp is missing, and he's like, he smells something fishy, so he's going to slither away. This is incredibly tense. This whole game can come down to the next team fight. And I cannot tell you who will win it. Both teams are incredibly strong, incredibly skilled. Both have good captains calling good shots. These teams couldn't be more evenly matched. That's why we're seeing a game 3. The smoke is expiring on the Island in the Sun. They are being pinged. I don't know if they're pinging each other because I'm not paying much attention to the color. Dingoes are waiting in their base. Each team is waiting for the other to make one crucial mistake. And then their Spirit Breaker, charging in and killing creep, then walking away. Typical Spirit Breaker. He does have the Wind Waker now, though, so he's considerably more difficult to capture and kill. Especially, you know, with all the resistance he has and the movement speed. And yeah, he's just going to be difficult. Okay, they found Jakir. They found Lena, actually, and they got the charge onto her. Can Island in the Sun respond fast enough to save their team here? Where is the Oracle? Oracle's on the low ground, trying to heal up his team, but it's not enough, and the Lena and the Jakiro are going to drop. Slardar's low. He knows if Ricky smells him, he's gone. But Ricky's too far away. Those are big pickoffs in favor of the Dingoes. We are dead even, man. This is just... Oh! Dingo's pushing up bottom lane. They know they have the numbers advantage now. They know Lena and Jakiro are dead. They do not know Lena and Jakiro both have buy. Everyone has buyback right now, actually. Look at the net worth graph. The cores on the Island in the Sun are doing slightly better net worth-wise. The Ricky and the Monkey King are basically neck and neck. But Lena is just leagues ahead of the next highest on the Dingoes, which is the Spirit Breaker, actually. Joseph Jollin's wave charging is definitely paying dividends. Island in the Sun do have a wave pushing up top, so if the Dingoes lose a fight here, that is top lane gone. They'll have creep in the base. Just Achilles doing some casualty warding. Getting frozen up, and then he's pooping off. Now, with this ward here, this ward right here, which I think they know it's there. Yeah, he's cutting those trees down, which should give, you know, all the more vision with that ward. But, you know, they did spot it out. It is dead. So, you know, fun little spot to put a ward.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
2K is hoping someone pokes their head out. Hopefully someone other than Timbersaw. Void Hunter's going to go up and he's got his Ags. He's got a shard, I'm sorry. Oh no, it's the level 25 where he gets the 2 things. Engine. Storm going right in. Monkey King is going right after Jakiro while they're chasing the 2K to bottom lane. 2K was saved by the Tombstone. He's just hanging out in there for now, but, you know, he had to come out eventually. But Monkey King took a tower.
I am not a betting man.
And backed off.
Basketball, football, horse racing, rugby, cricket, or curling. But
They
if I
do
won,
see
I'd
Razor.
bet on
They're
the
after
next
him.
top tower
Gets the
tile.
4 staffs down to the low ground. Now he's up on his high ground. He'll be safe for now, but Achilles. Oh no, you walked past a ward. Will you TP out in time? Yeah, he'll be fine. Here's the fight recap. I don't know if now that everyone's hitting these insane gold amounts, I don't know if these mean anything anymore. We are looking down the barrel of tier 5 neutrals, which can be just absolutely bonkers. Blanket Man is absolutely sick of Monkey King existing. He's cutting down all these trees. He ain't having it. He thinks the Monkey King's nearby. The Monkey King is here, being a monkey and a king. Ricky has the Aghanim's Blessing queued up. And tier 5 items are dropping, and we already have... Oh man, Stygian Desolator from Monkey King. If he wasn't already outputting enough damage, he is outputting even more now. 10 armor reduction. That is huge in the face of things. Spirit Breaker picking up Giant's Ring. Jakiro getting the Book of the Dead. Lena also getting the Stygian Desolator, and Razor picking up Mirror Shield. Let's take a look. Yeah. Slardar has the Giant's Ring, and he's having it sent out. He's replacing his Aesthetics cap with that. What tier 5s is Island picking up? We have Book of the Dead down for the Jakiro. Huge pushing item. It's one of my favorites to pick up, especially if I'm playing Warlock. That is the, besides Lena, Stygian, that is the only tier 5. But they're going to pick up Roche. They know Roche. The Dingoes know Roche is happening. They're coming in. I don't think they're going to get there in time. Island in the Sun have picked up Roche, and I believe that was a free Ag Shard. It was, and they're going to give it to the Oracle. This puts the Dingoes in a very precarious situation. Oh, they have vision. These guys have flying vision above them, so they can see what's going on. What is the hell is my camera doing? I'm sorry, guys. All right. This next fight could mean everything. Aegis on Lena. Lena does have a nullifier now as well. I believe is Oracle holding a gem. Is anyone holding a gem? I thought there was a gem that was bought. Undying has it. Island in the Sun is eyeballing this tier 2 tower. They did get vision at 2k. They locked him down. They didn't lock him down quick enough. He was 4-staffed out. Spirit Breaker picked up Windbreaker. He's going to Wind Waker out of it. Both teams just poking. Both teams just wanting to see what's going to happen. Spirit Breaker went ahead and charged mid to clear up the wave. They saw that. They're putting the Necro units onto the towers, onto the buildings, and they're just chunking them away. Lena does not care. She is chunking away these towers. Dingoes need to figure something out. They need to get Island off their buildings. They found Undying, killed him instantly. He bought back. 2k down. 2k bought back. Void Hunter's being hit by that Legion. They need to get this Lena off that high ground. She is just turreting down into the guys. That's 3 buybacks already. Monkey King is being put down. Monkey King gets the Abyssal Blade down. But they're fighting in the smoke, and Monkey King has dropped. That is a 4th buyback. And that is 2k down. Razor is linked onto the Ricky, but it's not enough. They got the Null Talisman onto the Razor. That is Razor down for 120 seconds. Monkey King is trying to salvage this to the best of his ability. They do have him on the Lena, but the false promise down coming onto the Lena, keeping her alive. The Oracle just putting in the work, healing. And that is, I believe that's game. This is, let's see if Sosif can pull this out. But Lena is just running at them, not caring. Spirit Breaker is being picked up in the fountain. They are hitting the Ancient, and it is over. Island in the Sun are your lower bracket champions, moving on to the grand finals against Savage Sabres. What an incredible Game 3. Wow. That was so much fun to watch, so much fun to cast. Thank you all for listening. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the ending stats here. I'm going to compare up all the heroes, show you some of the damage. My voice is tired. I do not know how those professional casters keep that up. Everyone compared to everyone. The 2 stars of the show here. Ricky just got out of control in net worth. Holy crap. So did Lena. I think that net worth went to crap, though, when they all bought back and everything, so it was a little different. But all right, there you have it. Again, congratulations to Island in the Sun. They'll move on to the grand finals next week, I believe, and we'll see how that goes. You all have a great night, and, good job, guys.